Hi guys, today we are talking about color, probably one of the most exciting elements of art and definitely my favorite. Color helps artists show feelings, tell stories, and help their art come alive. Okay, time to answer the question of the day. What is color? Color is what we see when light reflects off an object. Artists use color to show emotion and mood, and they also use it to help us notice important parts of their artwork. The three most important colors are red, yellow, and blue. Those are the primary colors. The other colors are the secondary colors we get by mixing the primary colors together: orange, green, and purple. There are also warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors often feel sunny, energetic, and warm, while cool colors feel more calm, peaceful, or quiet. So today, we're going to do something really fun, and we're going to make some color blobs, color monsters, color birds, really whatever you want to turn them into. For today's project, we only need a few supplies: our watercolor, a paintbrush, some water. Pro tip, make sure your water cup looks very different from the cup of water that you're drinking. Don't ask me how I know. A Sharpie, and some paper. I'm using watercolor paper, but mixed media paper would work. And if you don't have any of that, then your best choice would be cardstock, as printer paper will just soak up too much water. Okay, I have my paints ready. I have my color chart, my water with my paintbrush. So I'm gonna get some water on my brush. I'm gonna pick my first color, which is gonna be red. I'm gonna get my red paint ready. I'm gonna make a little circle, a blob, whatever you want on the far left side of your page. Then my next color is gonna be yellow. I'm gonna do the same thing, get my yellow wet and leave some space and put my yellow circle or blob or whatever shape. And then finally, we're gonna do blue. I don't know if you can see that. My blue. Nice pretty blue for my paints. Leaving a little bit of space on either side. Gonna make my blue blob. Okay, now the fun part. If I mix red and yellow together, I'm gonna get orange. I already have orange watercolor, but today we're gonna mix it. So first, I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow right in between them. And then I'm not gonna rinse my brush. I'm just gonna dip straight into my red and mix it on my page. You can see I get a nice yellow color. So fun. Okay, now who knows what happens if you mix yellow and blue? Let's see. I'm gonna do my yellow first again. Get my yellow in there. I'm gonna add my blue without rinsing my brush. Ooh, that's a pretty green. Did you guess green? If you did, good job. Okay, now how do you think we get purple? We're all the way at the end, so there's nothing over here to mix it with. So we're gonna start with blue. I'm gonna get a different blue. That blue's a little dirty now. If you get too much paint in your watercolor pan, you can always wipe it out with a paper towel. So I'm gonna clean my paint a little. Okay, I'm gonna get my blue. Now, did anyone guess what you can mix it with? If you guessed red, you are right. So if I mix red in with my blue, I get a really pretty purple. Love that. Okay, now the thing with watercolor, you have to let it dry. So you have to exercise some patience. I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna come back to our color wheel while that dries for a minute. So we started with red and yellow, right? So in between red and yellow is orange. And then we move to yellow and blue, and in between yellow and blue, we mix the color to get green, right? And same is true for purple. We had blue, we added some red, and we mixed some purple. So that's how that colored wheel works. Now, my paint is still not dry, so I could sit here and wait, or I could take a tip from Rebel Unicorn Crafts and I can make it dry. She always says, let it dry or make it dry. So I have my heat gun. I'm gonna dry this real quick. Okay, I'm back. My paint is all dry. You can see it's not shiny anymore. If I touch it, I'm not getting any paint on myself. So I am ready. Now this is the fun part. other than mixing the colors. You can turn these into little birds, you can turn them into monsters, you can turn them into blobs, whatever your heart desires. So I'm gonna start with this yellow one, and I'm gonna turn this one into a little yellow bird. So I'm gonna give him some little legs, and he is just real cute. Let me give him two little wings. Oh my goodness, I love him. Okay, this green guy, he's feeling kind of monster-y to me, so I'm gonna give him one big eye in the middle. And then, let's see. Do I want him to have legs? Or maybe I just want him to have arms. He doesn't have any legs. He just has short little arms. And then a big old smile with one tooth. There we go, I like it. This guy, let's give him some antenna. So we're using everything we learned about line to add lines and details to our art. Let's see, I'm gonna give him, maybe he's tired. He's a tired monster. He's just not feeling it today. Purple, what do we want purple to look like? Let's give purple some hair. Why not? Right? I'm just gonna give purple some luscious curly hair. And let's see. Gonna give her some eyelashes. She's extra fancy. Woo! Her eyelashes are a little crazy. And just a little nose. And kind of a smirky smile. She's cute. Okay, orange and red. I think I'm gonna turn orange. Ooh, what if I just turn it into a sun? And just did some lines around the outside. Running out of room. Remember, you can turn your dots or blobs or whatever they are into anything that you feel inspired. Red. Blue looks like a little alien baby. So fun. Okay, red. What am I going to make red? Maybe I'll make another little bird and give our little yellow bird a friend. So two little wings. And make him have happy eyes. And his little bird beak. He's just happy to be here, living his best life with all of his little bird friends. I'm gonna give him a little curl on the top of his head. I love it. So fun. If you want, you can add more blobs, add some background detail, or just leave it as it is, whatever you think.